Madrigal. And the ball rolls on the second stanza. Villarreal trailing Real Madrid 2-0. Cristiano Ronaldo now on a 6-game scoring streak. 11 goals in that stretch for Real Madrid. Absolutely sizzling. The reigning Ballon d'Or winner. And the European champions have rediscovered their football after a brief, albeit controversial, back-to-back losses against Villarreal and Atletico Madrid. Suddenly, Real Madrid look on pace to score 127 goals in La Liga. It would help if they could play Deportivo more than just one more time the rest of the way.
Well, it's been a fine start to the season for Real Madrid. I think initially it was disappointing, and over the last 2 weeks they've found themselves in a rich vein of form, in front of goal in particular. They have allowed a few opportunities from Villarreal so far in this match, who haven't played too bad. They've just been stung by world-class finishing in front of goal. So Real Madrid, a team that scored more goals than 16 other teams in La Liga so far, with obviously Cristiano scoring more than 16 other teams in La Liga so far. They've got the players, they're playing well, they're creating. They look so dangerous every time they have possession of the ball going forward.
10 La Liga goals in 5.5 matches for Cristiano Ronaldo. Extraterrestrial numbers. As you mentioned, Ian, Villarreal, a more offensive Villarreal than the side we saw against Barcelona and that 1-0 loss here at Madrigal. But that looks like a defeated Marcelino with another just about 45 minutes still to go.
Well, what does he say to his team at half-time? I mean, it's such a difficult team talk when you consider your team's created 3 really good opportunities, one in particular is a guaranteed goal, and they don't score.
Good combination. A switch flanks there by Trigueros, tracked down by Mario. And both of Dos Santos brothers up for a warm-up, Giovanni and Jonathan. Giovanni Dos Santos missing Villarreal's previous contest, not fit enough to get in the starting 11 today. It's a good ball in. Uche turns it in. The shot from Gabriel is nowhere near the target of Iker Casillas.
Well, again, it's a wonderful build-up from Villarreal. And that's when you talk about great football. Around the top of the box, Real Madrid really don't have an answer to this. Ramos is far too far away defensively. And he's got to hit the target there, Gabriel. Once he puts himself into that position, slightly leaning back.
A center back by trade, Gabriel. No center forward starts in his future. Finishing has been the theme of this game. Real Madrid excellent in that capacity. Villarreal less so, with Uche and Gabriel spoiling 2 very good chances. Trigueros is looking for Mario. .127 goals would be so haul for Real Madrid. They did reach 121 under Jose Mourinho 2 seasons back. There's Modric playing that back for Rafael Varane. Varane marauding forward and picks out Dani Carvajal. Benzema asking for it. Turned by Gareth Bale, finds James Rodriguez. Switching flanks to Marcelo. Marcelo under pressure for Mario now. Quick move from Marcelo. The cross is on for the Brazilian. Couldn't get enough on his effort. And Nasenjo sends it forward for Cani. Trigueros. Put it forward. There's Bruno. Receiving from Uche. Bruno with space in front of him, looking for options. Finds Vieto. Vieto onto his right foot. The shot by Vieto takes a deflection off Carvajal.
Well, again, it's a breakaway opportunity from Villarreal. They've looked ever so dangerous in possession of the ball, even in the first 45 minutes. And Vieto, who is the hottest striker they have in the ranks at the moment, always hungry in front of goal, looking to pull the trigger when he can. He's been a real danger so far for Real Madrid. Another corner kick.
This will be delivered by Trigueros. Plays it short. Into a wall of Madrid defenders. And then Benzema comes out to pressure Gabriel. The shot is a very hopeful one from the Brazilian, and Iker Casillas very easily handles that. So far, so good from Iker. Back in goal after Keylor Navas got the 90 minutes against Elche. Bit of controversy over the Madrid goal, spilling over to the goalkeeping coach as well this week, is William Vecchi, Madrid's goalkeepers coach. He's been under Ancelotti for some time, worked for him at Parma, where he had Gigi Buffon under his wing, and also at Milan, where he worked with Dida. But some rumors and some murmurs that his methods are antiquated. Ancelotti saying that's absolute nonsense. Here's Marcelo. Cross was short for Karim Benzema, who did not read it. There's Vieto. Switch flanks for Mario. Controls it on the second effort. Bruno again finding a lot of space in front of him to create. Picks out his options in Uche. Uche with his back to goal. Dispossessed by Sergio Ramos. Ball falls to Toni Kroos. Kroos under pressure from Mario. Manages to keep it in only momentarily. Villarreal has passed well, they've created chances, but so far, despite the good connections, unable to find Peter. Victor Ruiz, the Catalan center back on loan from Valencia, takes out the Argentine Musacchio. Entering forward now. Mario to Cani. Cani will track this down. Can he get there? He does. One with Marcelo sends the cross in for Uche, who does get a touch as Vieto might have handled it. Gets a slight pushback from Carvajal, and as Mario's shot off target. It's been the story of this game.
Well, it's another opportunity that Villarreal have created. It's a wonderful delivery. I thought that Vieto actually handles the ball right there, right in front of the referee. Real Madrid players are claiming it, but when it comes back out to Mario, it's a disappointing effort. Outside of the boot, no real trouble at all for Real Madrid. They do a great job of getting bodies back behind the ball.
You saw Sergio Ramos tuck his arms in behind his back. He's the only player on a yellow card on the pitch at the moment. A more animated Marcelino. Can't be too disappointed with his side. Here's Gabriel. Trigueros wants it. Eventually gets it. Cani. Cani has Mario. Feint. Finds Mario, but Mario's had held up his run. Bruno wants a word.
Well, sometimes it doesn't come off for you. You know, they have created a lot of opportunities, Villarreal. They have been dangerous and creative around the Real Madrid defence. And they've caused some problems. But if you don't try passes like that, you ain't going to get an opportunity in front of goal against Real Madrid. So, full credit to Villarreal for not giving up in this match. They're still trying to create opportunities in front of goal. They're going to have to up the tempo ever so slightly. Time is ticking by quickly.
Well, Madrid have had some issues defending set pieces so far this campaign, but Villarreal have not created enough of those chances. There's Mario. Beats Marcelo with a neat touch. The cross is on for Mario. And Uche. Somehow that ball gets all the way back to Gareth Bale. And it's a foot race. Bale against the world, and he'll slow it down. There's Benzema in support. Back to Bale. Cristiano wanted to make the run. Just holds up. James. All the way to the near side now where Marcelo is in possession. Benzema and James again. Back to the Frenchman. Good ball for Cristiano. Lays it off for Gareth Bale outside of the boot. Just got underneath the ball.
What a goal that would have been. Lovely breakaway initially on the right-hand side with Gareth Bale picking up possession. Cristiano making good moves off the ball. And then it's a patience game once again. That's been a very good performance from Real Madrid. Very professional. They have conceded a couple of opportunities to Villarreal that should have been punished. And here they come again. Absolutely lethal are both Real Madrid and Cristiano Ronaldo. Not with 10 goals on the campaign, but also 10 goals against Villarreal. He's the player who scored the most against the Yellow Submarine in La Liga. Was tied on 9 goals with David Villa. Now stands alone as maybe the most hated man at El Madrigal. Here's Modric. Rafael Varane. Seem to have put those knee troubles behind him. Varane. Third consecutive start now for the Frenchman.
Cristiano around to lend a hand in midfield, and Modric finds Gareth Bale. But they'll let Cristiano be the man who dictate possession. Good cover by Gabriel, one-on-one with Gareth Bale. It's one back.
He's been busy, Gareth Bale, throughout the course of the match. He just hasn't had that final product so far. A lot of touches on the ball, some good movement forward. So far, the strikes on goal or the crosses into the box haven't really worked out for him.
Happy memories of El Madrigal for Gareth Bale. This is the stadium where he made his debut and had himself on the score sheet as well. Not just making his first Real Madrid appearance, but his first Real Madrid goal in the 38th minute of that draw. Eventually subbed off after an hour of play for Angel Di Maria. That's Bale on the receiving end of the foul from Gabriel. Yarmolenko has been stingy with the yellow cards today. Again, Ramos the only player in the book. Marcelo back for Ramos.
Talk about that being the only foul as well, and it was really a harsh call against Ramos, picking up the yellow card. But it hasn't been an aggressive match by any means. There's been some good football played, a lot of possession for both teams. Real Madrid are really dominating things since the opening goal.
Marcelo tries to pick out the early through ball for Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Cani in possession. Cani and Bruno, two veterans on this team. They've been with the club since the 2006-07 season. Cani signing from Real Zaragoza, while Bruno promoted from Villarreal B. Moy Gomez. Good cross in for Vieto, and sliding chance for Vieto, but can't get there.
What a delivery. This is a beautiful cross, and it's difficult for any goalkeeper. There's a lot of pace in it. Casillas comes out rather hopefully, flapping at the ball. That's a difficult cross to deal with. It's got a lot of pace behind it. It's not high enough for the goalkeeper to come out and claim outright. A little mix of communications between Casillas and Varane as well, but regardless, Real Madrid deal with it.
To invite you to check us out online, bnsports.tv is the website for news and notes. Here's Benzema with Cristiano Ronaldo. He can score from just about anywhere, but especially there. Kroos thinks about the shot, but finds James. The cross back post to Benzema, nodded in. Marcelo tracking this down under pressure. Contact with Musacchio. Will be a foul called on Marcelo. Takes the worst of the contact.
Well, I just wonder if the referee's called it for a high boot more than anything else from Marcelo. He thinks he has an opportunity for the strike. Benzema could have attacked that cross from James Rodriguez, which I thought was an excellent delivery. I didn't see too much wrong with that. Both players gone 50-50 for the ball. Maybe the strike off the hand. It actually comes off his head. I don't see much wrong with that. Both players have got their boots up high. The referee had no hesitation to blow his whistle regardless.
Here is Trigueros with Bruno. The Villarreal captain has seen plenty of the ball today. Haven't really pressured him. The ball in for Trigueros, who picks out Cani, back poster, looking for the back post, but into the hands of Casillas.
Well, they're not too far away of Villarreal. Great movement again off the ball. Uche trying to get involved, and Cani just doesn't get his pass right. And again, it's a patient build-up from Villarreal. At 2-0, it's a dangerous scoreline for Real Madrid. They need to continue to push for that third goal. If they concede, it should make this a very exciting finish to the match.
Into the hour mark, and understandably, we've seen Villarreal commit men forward in attack. Varane tracks this down. Finds Modric. Good ball over the top for Gareth Bale. He's got space in front of him. Victor Ruiz trying to close him down. The cross is early. Cleared away. Gareth Bale still in possession in the box. Cristiano Ronaldo onto his right foot. The turn just doesn't come off for him. Tripped up. Favoring his right foot there. Cristiano slow to get up. Marcelo. Cristiano now completely unmarked. Only briefly. Vieto on the right side now. Has Uche, the through ball intercepted by Rafael Varane. Can only clear it away and out to touch. Here's Cristiano in that early turn.
This is why the fans are laughing. Ronaldo just loses his eye contact with the ball, completely mistimes the pass, and then trips up.
We've seen him do that as a freestyle trick in the past. Moy Gomez is done for the game. On to replace him now is Javier Espinosa, the Barcelona B product. Youth for youth under Marcelino. Moy Gomez created quite a bit of danger in the early part of the opening half, but hasn't been seen much since Madrid took a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd agree with that as well. He was very dangerous in the first half of football and always trying to cause problems by running at Carvajal. And after about 30 minutes, he started to go quiet. He's been very quiet in the second half, so interesting substitution from Marcelino. This man here has been ever so impressive for me. Toni Kroos, every time he picks up possession of the ball, rarely ever gives it away. Again, 90% pass completion.
And here is Gareth Bale again, seen plenty of the ball. Finds Cristiano, just gets his foot over the ball once again. Neat touch there by Javier Espinosa, his first intervention in the game. And it's a giveaway to Luka Modric. Still just 22 years old is Javier Espinosa. Moved on a permanent transfer as opposed to players like Denis Suarez over at Sevilla, who's still in the contract at Barcelona B, or Denis Cheryshev, for example, at Villarreal, was on loan from Real Madrid and thus not able to play today. Trigueros and Mario. Vieto. Vieto turns between three defenders and gives the ball up to James. It's a quick restart, but the referee will have him redo it. Oh, an hour down, and so is James. Quick brief pause in the action now as James gets a bit of attention, as does Marcelo. The pace of the game certainly reduced from that opening half as Real Madrid firmly in control now, and maybe starting to sense that Villarreal aren't really causing too much danger. This ball will be tracked down by Gani, who still has the speed at the age of 33. Bruno. Uche takes a fall. We did see both Giovanni and Jonathan Dos Santos warming up earlier, as well as Javier Espinosa. Espinosa gets the call, but I do get the sense that at least, well, there he is. Giovanni will have a part to play in this game. Trigueros. And again, the giveaway. Sergio Ramos marauding forward. Foul goal against Villarreal. And as Giovanni steps into the game, play who comes off in just a moment, it is Ike Uche, who is done, unable to add to his one goal on this season.
Well, he was very good, Uche. He caused a lot of problems for Real Madrid in the first half. He had a wonderful opportunity to get Villarreal a goal in the first half and fluffed his opportunity, gone. And now Dos Santos comes onto the game, brings a great deal of pace and should cause a few problems for this Real Madrid defence.
I do want to mention Cristiano Ronaldo seems to cross milestones every time he takes the pitch. Well, today he moves into 10th place all-time in La Liga in scoring ahead of Carlos Santillana with his 187th La Liga goal for Cristiano Ronaldo. Come home, Ronaldo. Not so quick. Still has work to do with Real Madrid. Marcelo's ball is harmlessly picked out by Asenjo. Hasn't had much work to do, Asenjo, in the second half. Since Villarreal trying to pick up the pace of the game. El Madrigal right there with him.
There's been a lot of possession from Villarreal in the second half as they try to find a way back into this match. And it's been a good second half of football from Villarreal. They've had a lot of possession of the ball. Again, trying to find that opening to get themselves back into this game. Real Madrid are sitting back on the top of their box a little bit too much so far, showing a lot of respect, but that's a great challenge from Toni Kroos. Here they come again.
Here's Karim Benzema. Tries to square to James, who has to adjust, but tracks it down. Has Gareth Bale as well. Cristiano and Benzema inside the box. Bale's cross near post. Karim almost getting there, but Asenjo putting it out. She mentioned Giovanni's been limited to just 170 minutes in La Liga coming into this game. Yet to find the back of the net, but very limited playing time due to injury. Mexican international. Dummies this. Here's Giovanni in possession. Looking for Vieto, just misses on the shot. Ocani tracks it down. Gives up on the tracking down.
Well, that's a difference maker right there. Dos Santos comes onto the field. He clearly has made a difference with his pace in behind. This is wonderful build-up again. Great movement off the ball as he tries to cut the ball back to Vieto. He just gets his strike horribly wrong. Great build-up yet again. That's wonderful football from Villarreal.
Well, one brother on, and here comes the other. Jonathan Dos Santos. In fact, all three of Villarreal's substitutions, former Barcelona players. Jonathan Dos Santos and Giovanni Dos Santos, both from La Masia. Javi Espinosa making the move this summer. A special match for them against their former arch rivals Real Madrid, but a lot of work to do as they find themselves trailing 2-0. A special occurrence here as Jonathan comes out to line up alongside his brother. Good outing for Trigueros, very involved in midfield alongside Bruno. Young Trigueros. Carvajal finds the face of Karim Benzema. Here's Giovanni. A lot of energy from the next international, just on fresh legs. And now Jonathan giving away to Benzema. Look at the run by Cristiano Ronaldo. Perfect pass from Benzema to find him. Ronaldo, the through ball for James. There's that effort blocked by Musacchio.
Well, good defending from Musacchio. There's another breakaway attempt from Real Madrid. Cristiano Ronaldo might have been better going a little bit solo. James Rodriguez didn't look like he had the pace to get on the end of that pass from the Portuguese man.
Another corner opportunity for Real Madrid. The left foot of James Rodriguez to deliver it. Another push in the back. Diano Mayenko signals for the free kick. Following that block from Mateo Musacchio, worth mentioning, a lot of the bigger clubs throughout Europe, a lot of jostling there. And Varane may be the man to commit the infraction, but a lot of clubs have their eyes set on Mateo Musacchio as a potential signing at center back. Bit of a breakout season last year under Marcelino. And Espinosa finds Jonathan. Here's Bruno. He's so good on the ball, Bruno, that they rarely press him.
Well, I've been impressed with Real Madrid. At this stage, at 2-0, they realise the importance of the scoreline. Every player back behind the ball, making sure they're in a defensive position. This is very well organisation from Real Madrid. They sense how important this is.
Giovanni change of direction. Mario back to the Mexican and Sergio Ramos. He was already on a yellow card, but no foul, says the referee, and this will be a goal kick for Iker Casillas. Giovanni favoring his left shoulder.
He just makes the contact on the ball. You can see the two players going at it, 1v1. Slight disagreement on it, but Giovanni Dos Santos does get contact on the ball through the legs of Sergio Ramos, who just comes through the player, but there's not much contact in it.
Well, Gareth Bale, he's not going to lose many foot races. He wins this one against Gabriel. Left-footed cross in, and Musacchio able to nod this away as Cristiano Ronaldo was at the back post waiting. Giovanni lays it off for Espinosa. To Cani. Quick ball in for Vieto. Vieto against Carvajal and draws the foul. On the Madrid right back.
What a silly challenge that is from Carvajal. I think that's one of the biggest issues in his game, is his discipline. He loses his temper. Doesn't need to make a challenge like that.
Iker's last game at the Madrigal ended with tempers flaring and a couple of sending offs as Jose Mourinho, Sergio Ramos saw red cards late in that game. There's Ramos to clear this away.
It's a sloppy challenge. There's absolutely no need for Carvajal to go into it so aggressively there. Run the risk of picking up a yellow card.
Short with Mario. To Jonathan, the cross into the back post, and again, Sergio Ramos seems to win everything in the air. Cani, the through ball for Giovanni. Quick feet of the Mexican international. Javier Espinoza putting pressure now on James. That part of the field especially is where we've seen a couple of players lose their footing. Gareth Bale very early on, James now. Here's Jonathan. Madrid happy to allow Villarreal to pass the ball amongst themselves down in that area. Less so as they approach the 18. Vieto for Espinoza. Good touch by Espinoza. Left-footed shot. Did he get tripped up? Referee Indiana Mayenko says no, as James was on the challenge to Javier Espinoza.
Oh, what a chance. Again, wonderful build-up. And give Espinoza a lot of credit to come inside. James Rodriguez comes in behind him. Doesn't make too much contact as Espinoza hits the ground. Almost looks like he just gets his strike wrong. Lovely skill to open up the opportunity.
You know, the contact coming after the shot from Javier Espinoza. And it's Asier Ierramendi who prepares to come on for Real Madrid. $30 million signing from Real Sociedad 2 summers ago, and Ierra getting a bit more playing time as of late. Signed as the heir apparent to Xabi Alonso. Here's Giovanni. Villarreal looking for a goal that could inspire him to perhaps go in search of an equalizer. For the time being, they've not troubled Iker Casillas too much in this second stanza. Here's Giovanni trying to change that. Onto his left foot. Marcelo does very well to stay in front of his marker. Not sure he has too much to be upset about, Carlo Ancelotti. And so that's the end of the early outing for James Rodriguez. 73 minutes in, he comes off to make place for Ierramendi. It allows Toni Kroos to come a bit further up the pitch as well, but it's a bit of the return to the trivote under Jose Mourinho. 3 holding midfielders now, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and Asier Ierramendi.
Maybe a little bit more discipline for Real Madrid with Villarreal coming onto the field. James Rodriguez had a quiet second half. He's been decent throughout the course of the match. Some lovely touches and got involved going forward. Ierramendi brings a little bit more discipline to that defensive line, and of course under a lot of pressure now, Villarreal are enjoying possession of the ball a lot more, causing a few problems, but I have been impressed with Real Madrid defensively in the second half. They've withstood a lot of pressure.
Disciplined, organized. In fact, the last Real Madrid team that you and I did together, Ian, was against Real Sociedad. It was the exact opposite. After going up 2-0. But losing that game 4-2. Firmly in control of this one and steadily climbing up the table since. With the minor hiccup of the Madrid derby. Here's Mario. Jonathan in support, Jonathan in possession. Back to the captain. Switch to Cani. Jonathan. Madrid not allowing a lot of space for this ball to be played into the box, but Mario has that cross blocked as well.
Super defending from Real Madrid. You know, they're aggressive, but they're also patient with their challenges. And to get another substitution coming up.
That's the end of Marcelo's day, as Nacho is the man to come on in place of the Brazilian. Did see him receiving a bit of treatment earlier, Marcelo. And Nacho, who's lined up at center back for Real Madrid this season, now slots in as a fullback, unless they're moving Sergio Ramos out wide, which does not appear to be the case. Luciano Vieto plays it forward for Javi Espinosa, but it's too far away.
Well, it's an important player to be losing from your back four with Marcelo going off. It looked like he had an issue with his eyes, going off to the sideline to get treatment, maybe lost a contact, and also maybe just a little bit of an eye issue. But then again, you take Marcelo out of that back four, you lose a little bit of rhythm. But Nacho has done well when he's performed so far in the La Liga campaign. Already has 1 assist.
And Nacho, Spain under-21 international, and already has 1 cap for the senior team, part of the Real Madrid Castilla system. Madrid president Florentino Perez hinting that that youth system for Real Madrid could be dramatically reduced in the coming years. Suggestion that they could eliminate 3 whole divisions. He's produced some fine footballers, the likes of Jesse, who's still waiting to make his return from a knee injury. Well, Villarreal have about a quarter of an hour here to try and get something back, to put a bit of pressure on Real Madrid. Here's Gani with the cross. And Nacho, his first intervention. Powerful shot from Jonathan. But Iker Casillas has responded well all afternoon.
I think it's another comfortable save from Casillas this time. Jonathan with the strike. And Nacho with the clearance at the top of the box. Always difficult as a defender coming onto the game to slot right in there. He heads the ball right back into a danger zone of somewhat. And Jonathan with lovely technique and strike to hit that ball on target. No real trouble for Casillas.
Well, in La Liga, Casillas had more goals conceded than saves coming into this game. That is no longer the case. A few times that Villarreal have managed to muster a shot on target, Casillas has been up to the challenge. Got the 4th shot on target from Yellow Submarine. Here's Espinosa. The bump by Nacho. And the ball over the top by Modric to find Karim Benzema. Benzema upended. Play on, says the referee, and the free kick awarded. Back the other way. Now he's changed his mind, or has he?
Yeah, he's given it against Karim Benzema. It's almost as if he's hold the defender down. Good movement off the ball from Benzema initially, but then clashing with the defender. It's been all Villarreal over the last 10 minutes, possession-wise. And
good substitutions from Marcelino, all 3 very much involved, including Giovanni here. Has Vieto. Didn't pull the trigger on the through ball. Finds his brother Jonathan. There's Bruno. Nacho. And Iker in full-time wasting mode at the moment. Here's the earlier chance. The leg goes up by Musacchio.
He's just pinned him down, Karim Benzema. Musacchio does well to come across and cover Benzema, obviously, who drifted away as that striker. The ball over the top. He gets on the end of the pass. Clearly you could see him holding the defender down.
Well, it sounds like a deflated El Madrigal at the moment. Rightfully so. Real Madrid very disciplined in defense, not allowing too much danger to Casillas' goal. Here's Sergio Ramos to get play restarted for Real Madrid, who certainly are applying a lot less intensity and a lot less pace to the contest now than in the opening half.
Yeah, they're really in no rush, Real Madrid, to go forward like they were before the goal. I have been impressed with the way they've defended. The organisation-wise, Varane stepped in there and done an excellent job alongside Ramos. Seemed to be a lot of talking going on in the field, a lot of organising. And they've yet to be beaten. Nacho's come in and done a great job as well. Already 2 or 3 times he's put himself into a great defensive position.
Modric to Benzema, looking for Cristiano Ronaldo. Good pressure from Benzema, but Espinosa comes away with it. Kani left something behind. Bruno picks it up and returns it. Jonathan with Javi Espinosa. Mario is open wide. Decent passing sequence from Villarreal, and the challenge from Toni Kroos, who commits the foul.
Well, Espinosa does a great job here of just showing for the ball. You know, Villarreal are going to have to be a little bit more direct. Yarramendi goes to ground rather easily there, committing the foul. This is a position you don't want to give a free kick away. Gives an opportunity to get extra bodies forward. The bigger boys are up as well. Villarreal have to get a goal quick if they want to find a way back into this match.
Well, a chance from a set piece here to try and get a goal back. Still plenty of time on the clock for Villarreal. 10 minutes as the liquefied butane is laid out in front of Luka Modric and Nasir Yarramendi. Certainly taking his time with Yarmolenko to allow this free kick to go forward. It is Javi Espinosa to deliver this. The cross out to the back post. Tipped up, and here's Cani. Cani returns it. Goes opposite way. Javi Espinosa comes down with it. Sent forward for Luciano Vieto, whose shot is well over the crossbar. Under pressure was Vieto. A couple of braces so far this season for the young Argentine. One in the Europa League qualifier. One in La Liga.
He's been impressive in this match as well, Vieto. You know, part of the job as a striker is to put yourself into a great position with an opportunity in front of goal to shine. Look at the organisation here from Ramos.
Yep.
That's what it's going to take for Real Madrid to come out here without conceding a goal. So far, it's worked a treat. They've been a lot better in the second half than they were in the first 45.
It's one of the things that could have gone missing with the sale of Xavi Alonso, that field general, Sergio Ramos, the Xavi Alonso of the backline, if you would. Carlo Ancelotti does have one substitution left, and it appears that he's about to make it. Mentioned Nasir Yarramendi has been getting plenty of playing time, as has Isco. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo with space in front of him. Karim Benzema's shot from a tough angle, and the Frenchman still in possession. The cross is deflected, and Villarreal now with a chance to counter. Vieto finds Espinosa, who picks out Cani. Good combination with Giovanni. Giovanni Dos Santos is dispossessed by Yarramendi.
Brilliant challenge from Yarramendi. That's what he's there to do. Break up plays, keep possession of the ball, and you can clearly see that Real Madrid are in absolutely no rush to go forward. Some tired legs out there now, ahead of the Champions League, looking after themselves and protecting this 2-0 lead.
Yarra short to Kroos, who finds Modric. All three midfielders getting involved, and on the way back for Nacho. Again replaced Marcelo at left back. Here's Toni Kroos. His passing has been absolutely perfect today, or as close as it can be. He leads Real Madrid in passes, and he's at 97% off of 64 passes. Let that sink in for a moment.
That's incredible. I mean, an average of 92% heading into this game. And today's match has been absolutely exceptional from the German, and it's a lot of simple passes that you see coming from him. And he is a playmaker, that's for sure.
Well, Isco is coming on for Karim Benzema as Real Madrid could be switching into that 4-4-2 now, in the formation we saw them play against Elche. Does turn into a 4-4-2 throughout the match defensively anyway. I mean, Isco getting an opportunity now in the final minutes of this match as Karim Benzema comes off and had a part to play. Certainly an important one, as he found Cristiano Ronaldo on the assist for the 2-0. Musacchio favoring his right leg there, and decides he has to take a seat.
Yeah, just wondering if he's got a little bit of a hamstring problem there. I'm not surprised with some of the movement off the ball from Karim Benzema. The big defenders had to follow him all over the field. He hasn't had much to do in the second half, though, Villarreal defensively. Been a lot of possession for the Yellow Submarine.
Interesting. Or two of the three substitutions for Carlo Ancelotti were in midfield, and neither were the young Madrid Castilla man. Sitting on the bench today, getting a chance to, well, maybe the best seat in the house at El Madrigal to watch Real Madrid's victory, is Sergio Agusa, a surprise call-up to fill out the numbers on the first team. Dani Carvajal to Gareth Bale. Can he replicate his debut with a goal in the final 5 minutes of regulation? That's it for Musacchio. as he leaves Villarreal with 10 men, as all 3 substitutions had already been made. Goes from bad to worse for Marcelino's men. There's Isco in a more central role than his last time out.
Well, maybe a little bit of keep ball now. Game management from Real Madrid. They're not necessarily in a rush to try and attack that Villarreal goal. They're happy to just keep possession. They know now they're playing against 10 men. There's going to be an extra body on the field, and they are utilising that extra man.
Has been close to perfect from Real Madrid all game long. High intensity in the early going. Made the most of their chances. In reality, the number of chances in the first half very even between the two teams. Take a look here as Isco making the run to try and get on the end of that. In the second half, very pragmatic approach, keeping the ball away from Villarreal. You know what? I'll shut up. Just read the face of Marcelino. It'll tell you all you need to know.
I think it has been, Andres. I think Real Madrid fans watching this all around the world will be very impressed with the performance from their team. And also discipline in the second half has been excellent.
Carvajal cuts inside, looking for the cross, and Giovanni gets a touch.
And one of the biggest problems you have as a team with so many talented players on it is you try to attack too much, and especially with the scoreline being at 2-0, we've seen it already, like you mentioned previously at Real Sociedad, when they threw a game away. But today it's been much different, much more composed, much more disciplined, well organised. And in possession of the ball, Real Madrid just looks so comfortable.
Here's Isco. Combines with Villarreal and has Modric nearby as well. Nacho. Javier Espinoza. He's looking for Giovanni over the top, but good coverage there by Dani Carvajal to nod that in the direction of Iker Casillas. Take another look here. A chance for Karim Benzema.
Well, I'm just wondering if that's where Musacchio picked up his injury. Obviously, you can clearly see he's holding his hamstring, and I've been in that situation many a time as a player. Sometimes it's just not worth the risk of putting yourself out for a longer-term injury.
Already a bit thin at the back with both of the first 2 options at left back out due to injuries. Cannot afford to lose a starting center back as well. Marcelino will be hoping that is a minor complaint. Worth mentioning, though, again, it's 4th game in 10 days for Villarreal today, and they'll have midweek action in the Europa League as well. Here's Dani Carvajal. The cross is on Cristiano Ronaldo. Fancy footwork, back to goal. The deflection picked out by Sergio Asenjo. Well, both of these teams will be in action at midweek in Europe as Real Madrid take on Champions League newcomers Ludogorets, while Villarreal will face off against Apollon. Match relatively without incident for Undiano Mayenko. Hasn't had too many difficult decisions to make.
No, he hasn't. He's done a good job, the referee, of allowing the game just to be playing on. Here you can see a little challenge. It almost looks as if Vieto catches one in the face. More than anything, he's been a real troublemaker throughout the course of the game. I've been impressed with his movement off the ball. Obviously, he's impressed us in previous matches where he's found himself on the score sheet.
Real Madrid weren't too happy with Undiano Mayenko in either Clásico last season. I don't think they'll have too many complaints from this trip to the Madrigal. Ramendi back to Varane. Got a youth on the pitch now for Real Madrid after the substitutions. And here's Isco. Shields the ball exceptionally well, even at full pace. Isco. Cut is on. It's on. Isco again to Modric. Cristiano, almost a decoy at the moment. He's garnering a lot of attention from those Villarreal defenders. Gareth Bale.
Well, the game's just slowing down completely now. Real Madrid just waiting for an opportunity to try and find another goal. Now, they're not in any rush to find it. Composed passing. It's been an excellent performance from Real Madrid. Thoroughly deserving of the 3 points. And I give a lot of credit to Villarreal for what they've produced today.
Well, the football has been wonderful. The result won't be for the home side if it stays as things are. Real Madrid, meanwhile, an absolute 180 from the way they've started the campaign. 3 minutes of added time at El Madrigal. Real Madrid firmly in control with a 2-0 lead, courtesy of Luka Modric, hitting the opener in the 32nd minute. Cristiano Ronaldo doubling the lead on a trademark Real Madrid counterattack just 8 minutes after Modric's opener. Cristiano in firm control of the Pichichi as well. And Villarreal content to pass the ball amongst themselves as well. The result certainly beyond doubt. Jonathan. Bruno. Back to Victor Ruiz, and it is Gabriel who is slotted back alongside Victor Ruiz into his natural position as a center back, with Villarreal down to 10 men. Kani playing wide left at the moment. Jonathan over the top, looking for his brother Giovanni. It doesn't get there, and Luka Modric does. And for Cristiano Ronaldo's fast, but even the seemingly immortal have their limits.
A lovely first touch from Luka Modric, who's looking very tired now. I just wonder in the back of these players' minds has been that Champions League match that's coming up in the second half. They have sat back and relaxed and allowed a lot of possession going in favour of Villarreal. It's been a very good performance from Real Madrid. I expect to see a few changes in that lineup as well against Ludogorets.
Well, the European champions opened up their title defense in the Champions League with a 5-1 win over Basel. In fact, you could make that the turning point to Real Madrid's early season. Gone on to score 8, 5, and now 2 in the subsequent matches. And we are into the final minute of stoppage time as we take a close look at former Real Madrid captain Fernando Hierro alongside Carlo Ancelotti. Hierro replacing Zinedine Zidane as the right-hand man of Carleto. The corner kick whipped in, but oh, look out now. Vieto fighting for that one. Carvajal comes away. Put it forward. Isco asking for it. Finds Cristiano Ronaldo, the chest of Cristiano Ronaldo, and intercepted by Mario. Well, approaching the final few seconds, and the results will absolutely stand as Real Madrid. There is the final whistle as they take a 2-0 win from their visit to El Madrigal. This has been a happy ground for the Merengues, and Los Blancos take another crucial 3 points from the Yellow Submarine. Luka Modric in the 32nd, Cristiano Ronaldo in the 40th minute as Real Madrid climb now to 12 points on the campaign, 3 consecutive victories in La Liga.